I'm 61 years old, and I'm about to tell you something my friends would never forgive me for. This is a betrayal of a code we have, but after a certain point, a man's dignity is more important than a woman's secrets. It's time you knew the truth. That pleasant coffee date you just went on, the one where she seemed so interested in your stories, it wasn't a date. It was a final exam, and you didn't even know you were being graded. She wasn't there to connect with you. She was there to audit you. Every question had a hidden purpose. So listen to me, and listen closely. I'm going to give you the answer key. I will show you how to see the tests, how to read the secret questions she's asking without saying a word. What I am about to tell you will protect your peace and your wallet. Don't go anywhere. The first test begins the moment you walk into the restaurant. It has nothing to do with what you say to her. It has everything to do with how you speak to the hostess, the busboy, and the waiter. We are watching. How you treat people you consider staff is a direct preview of how you will one day treat her. Think of the waiter as a ghost of her future self. In that moment, she is watching to see how you will behave when she is no longer a new, exciting person to you. When the shine wears off. Your impatience, your condescension, your lack of a simple "thank you," it's all being recorded. It reveals your true character, your baseline level of human decency. If you are rude to the staff, you have failed before the appetizer arrives. It is an immediate and non-negotiable disqualification. It tells a woman my age that you see people in terms of status and that any kindness you show is temporary and conditional. You reveal yourself to be a man who lacks class, and no amount of money can ever fix that. Then comes the next test, the one men always get wrong. The check arrives. This isn't about chivalry or who pays. It's about your posture towards money itself. We watch your hands, your eyes, your breathing. Do you flinch? Do you sigh? Do you immediately start scrutinizing every line item? This is the generosity litmus test, and it's critical. That little piece of paper isn't a bill, it's a ballot. With it, you are voting for the role you intend to play in her life. Your hesitation tells her you see generosity as a transaction, not a natural part of living. Your commentary on the prices flags you as small. Your glance at her purse to see if she'll reach for it is an amateur move. The correct way to handle this is to treat the bill as a complete non-event. Handle it calmly, quietly, and without comment. If you complain, or make a show of paying, or try to split it down to the penny, you are immediately flagged. You are either stingy or unrefined. You will not get a real second date. You might get another meeting, but only with a woman who now knows exactly how to exploit your financial anxieties. But these are just the obvious tests, the ones you can see. The more dangerous ones are hidden in casual conversation. She will casually mention a small, solvable problem. My thermostat has been acting up, or I just can't seem to figure out this new television remote. This is not a cry for help. It is a carefully placed probe. This is what we call the damsel in minor distress test. Her small problem is a baited hook. She's not fishing for a solution. She is fishing to see what kind of man you are. Will you immediately jump in and offer to fix it? Will you prove that you are eager to take on her burdens? If you do, you have just applied for a job, not a relationship. You are signaling that your value is in your utility. The correct response to that test is not to offer solutions. It is to offer simple empathy and nothing more. That sounds frustrating is a complete sentence. You must show her that you are a potential partner, not on-call technical support. You are not there to prove your usefulness. You are there to demonstrate your presence. Any man who rushes to fix things is a man who can easily be managed. But the most invasive audit happens when she starts asking about your future. These questions sound like daydreams. Do you see yourself traveling more? Is this house where you plan to stay forever? This is not romance. This is the future asset inventory. She is quietly taking stock of your lifestyle, your assets, your plans. She is painting a picture of her future using your life as the canvas. Your retirement plan is not a shared dream. It's a property she is touring, and she is the only one holding the clipboard. Each question is her opening a different door to see if the room suits her tastes. She's not imagining you in that future. She is imagining herself in your house, on your boat, spending your money. She is calculating the value of the estate. If you lay out a detailed financial map of your golden years, you have failed catastrophically. You are not inviting a co-pilot for your journey. You are giving a freeloader the keys to your vehicle. You are handing a complete stranger the blueprint for how to enjoy the life you worked so hard to build. Keep your future about passions, not possessions. Speak of experiences, not expenditures. Then comes the final, most telling test of all, the X-file analysis. She will ask about your last serious relationship or your divorce. How you answer tells her everything she needs to know about your character. If you are bitter, resentful, or blame your ex for everything that went wrong, the conversation is over in her mind. We don't hear your side of the story. We hear one thing and one thing only. This man takes no responsibility for his own life. Your complaints about your ex are a direct preview of the complaints you will one day have about her. We see a future of being blamed for your unhappiness, and no woman my age is signing up for that role. It is a position already filled in your past. Your history is your resume. Speaking ill of a past partner is like bad-mouthing a former employer in a job interview. It only makes you look difficult, unprofessional, and stuck. The correct answer is brief, respectful, and final. We wanted different things, or it ran its course. Anything more is a confession of your own unresolved drama, the heaviest baggage a man can carry. And so, you must ask yourself this: how many times have you sat across from a woman, proudly detailing your 5-year plan or the injustices of your past? How many times have you thought you were building a connection when you were really just submitting to an audit you were guaranteed to fail? So now you know what we do, but I haven't told you the most important part. You need to understand why we do it. This isn't about greed, and it is not a game. It is a matter of survival. What you are seeing is not a woman looking for a man. It is a woman desperately trying to protect her future from the mistakes of her past. It's because we are afraid. I have watched too many of my friends, good women, lose everything late in life. They end up alone, with their health failing and their savings gone, after dedicating their lives to a man who made poor choices. We are not looking for a fortune. We are trying to run from a future of poverty. It is a quiet, constant terror for a woman my age. Your financial health is not a jackpot to her. It is a life raft. She is testing the wood to see if it will hold her, or if it's rotten and will drag them both under. We know our earning years are behind us. A woman's future is no longer something she can build on her own. It is something she must fiercely protect from anyone who would threaten it. Let me be brutally honest. A bad relationship for you at this age is a wound to your pride. For a woman my age, it is a financial and emotional catastrophe from which there is no recovery. The stakes are not the same. She is literally fighting for her life, for a final few years of security and peace. So do not see this as a game. Don't think for a second it is about malice. It is about fear. A deep, profound fear of ending up as a cautionary tale told by other women. The fear of being the one who has to choose between medicine and food, all because she chose the wrong man to trust. But it's about more than money. It's about our remaining time. Our final years of good health are more valuable than any stock portfolio. We are not just auditing your bank account, we are auditing your drama. We are listening to your stories to see if you will be a partner who walks beside us or a weight that pulls us down. Many of us have already been caregivers. We raised our children, we cared for our own dying parents. Some of us even nursed husbands through their final illnesses. We are finished with that role. We are not applying for the job of a nurse. We are looking for a co-pilot for our final peaceful journey. We want a partner, not a patient. So when she runs these tests, she is asking a single, silent question. Are you a source of peace, or are you a source of problems? She is guarding her last years of tranquility with a ferocity that you should recognize, because you should be doing the exact same thing. Her caution is not an insult to you. It is the last line of defense for herself. Let me tell you a truth we never speak aloud, not even to each other. It's about our pride. When a woman my age chooses a partner, she is being judged by every other woman she knows. We look at our friends' new men with eagle eyes. We are assessing her choice. If he is foolish or cheap or full of drama, it is seen as a reflection of her own failing judgment. Her choice of a man becomes a statement about her own value in the world. A man who fails these subtle tests is not just a personal risk to her. He is a social embarrassment waiting to happen. He is a sign that she has become desperate or that she has lost her instincts. Her private audit of you is also a desperate attempt to protect her public dignity among her peers. And you know what's worse? We know exactly what we are doing. While these tests are born of fear, they have been refined into a cold and practiced science. This is not some subconscious impulse we can't control. It is a deliberate, conscious methodology. We have watched men our entire lives. We have seen the patterns. We know which questions yield the most information. It is an interrogation disguised as a conversation. We talk to each other. We share strategies. A friend will call after a date, and the first questions are always the same. How did he handle the check? Did you ask about his ex-wife? What did he say about his retirement? We compare notes. We learn from each other's mistakes and successes. You are not just being evaluated by one woman. You are being measured against a database of male behavior collected over decades. Sometimes the test is a complete fabrication. The problem she needs help with doesn't exist. It's a phantom created for the sole purpose of seeing if you will leap to fix it. It is a pure, cold probe of your instinct to serve. We do this to see how easily you can be managed. Because a man who is easily managed feels predictable. And for a woman terrified of future chaos, predictability can feel like a substitute for safety. But deep down, beyond the fear, the finances, and the brutal calculus of survival, is the final secret. What every woman my age truly wants is to meet a man whose presence is so solid, whose character is so undeniable, that the tests themselves feel absurd. She is secretly hoping that you will pass so decisively that she is freed from the exhausting job of being an auditor. She wants to be able to finally put the clipboard down. The man who makes her feel that way doesn't pass the tests by giving the right answers. He passes by making the questions irrelevant. His integrity is so self-evident that asking about his finances feels cheap. His kindness is so consistent that testing his character feels insulting. He is a harbor, not a ship to be inspected. So yes, it is about survival. It is about protecting our last few years of peace. But this relentless, exhausting auditing process is also a broken compass. It's a flawed tool we use in a desperate search for the one thing we truly crave. A man whose strength of character finally allows us to be soft. We are not looking for a man to rescue us. We are looking for a man who makes us feel safe enough to stop rescuing ourselves. So now you see the architecture of the audit. The purpose of this confession was never to teach you the right answers to her questions. It was to show you that the questions themselves are the only answer you need. A woman who brings a hidden clipboard to a coffee date is not looking for a partner. She is conducting an interview for a position you should not want. This knowledge should not make you bitter. It should make you free. Free from the anxiety of performing and free from the quiet confusion of wondering where you went wrong. Every failed date was not a waste. It was a lesson. Now you can see the board from above, and you have the power to simply walk away from the game. Your time, your finances, your peace, these are the only assets that truly matter now. So, from this day forward, you are no longer the one being interviewed. You are the observer. When you sit across from a woman, listen for these patterns. Watch for the probes. See the quiet calculations happening behind her eyes. Her behavior is not a verdict on your value. It is a direct confession of her own fears, her own priorities, and you must decide if they align with yours. The truly powerful man does not argue with the test. He does not try to outsmart it. He simply recognizes it, acknowledges what it means, and acts with quiet dignity. The moment you feel the need to start proving your worth, defending your history, or demonstrating your utility is the moment you know the connection is not real. That is your signal to leave. Because the right woman, the one who is truly worthy of your final chapter, will not come to the table with a checklist. She will come with her presence. The conversation will feel like a discovery, not an interrogation. You will feel her calming your world, not auditing it. And with her, all of these tests will seem like the sad, broken tools that they are. You will finally be able to rest. I'm here every week telling the truths that other women my age would never admit. These are the secrets that we are taught to keep. Subscribe to this channel. Protect your peace, protect your dignity, and make sure you are never caught unprepared again. Now it's your turn. Go to the comments section and tell me, which one of these tests do you now recognize from your own life? Your story is not just your own. Sharing it might be the warning that saves another good man from a failed audit. Your peace is not negotiable.